Good morning, everyone. Welcome to I Woke Up Like This. My name is Dominique. I am a yoga instructor, personal trainer, and the owner of Body Mind Fitness located in London, Ontario. So this morning we're going to talk about a little bit not letting anybody tell you what your goals should be. So I will elaborate that a little bit more in a little bit. First thing I wanted to mention is this is the last live that I am doing before this weekend. So this weekend, DoulaCare London is holding the Shopping with a Purpose shopping event. I don't know how you really refer to it. Hashtag little package, big impact. And that is happening this Saturday, April 6th, I believe is the date, from 12 to 4. I will be there as a vendor. I have an awesome prize pack going into the silent auction. So stay tuned later this week to see what that is. As well as I am going to be hosting the biggest personal training packages special that I have ever done before. And while my whole shtick is there isn't necessarily a minimum that you should be signing up for, I do like to offer packages with a slight discount where I can to help make things easier, because sometimes we just need something a little easier, right? So I will definitely be there whole day. Come say hi, come check it out. And yeah, I want to see you. I want to hear from you. I was going to say something else about it. This early morning stuff, I really got to start writing certain things down. Personal training packages. It's gone. But there's lots of awesome items in the silent auction. I remember. It's free. You can just walk in, check out the stuff, put in some bids on the silent auction. Everything, everything having to do with the event itself that is profit is going straight to the NICU. The tables we vendors purchased, as well as the items from the silent auction. So they have a big, huge goal of raising $10,000 to go directly to the NICU at Victoria Hospital. That is like the most important part of it, and I almost forgot it. Oh my gosh. So definitely check that out and come say hi this weekend, 12 to 4. So, moving on. Did you find at certain points in your life that you get these ads in social media or popping up kind of in the sidebars when you're looking at websites that seem to be targeting either specific exercises or specific meal plans, diets, things like that? Have you ever been there? Let me know. And this doesn't just go for moms, although there seems to be a giant influx of these type of messages when you are a mom. And, it's, social media, marketing stuff in there that is kind of reading your Google searches, what you're posting about, and coming up with ads based on those things, which is totally creepy, but a conversation for another day. I really encountered this strongly when I was pregnant the first time and had a miscarriage, and I had to go in and say, there's a little thing for Facebook that said this ad, I don't want to see anything else like this, because I was still getting messages about, congratulations, your baby's here, approximately 9 months, and this was really triggering for me. But those ads started coming in, those fitness ones along with that. So that was the big point of that. So we get all these messages about pre-baby body, fat loss, the way to get, back into your pre-pregnancy genes, all these things, all these messages being pushed at us, when it's actually boggling. Me, myself, I went into my first pregnancy being like, okay, I just grew a human being. I didn't really know the impact it would have on my body, but I was like, I'm going to take some rest afterwards, ease back into it sometime around the 6-week mark when they let me go back. And looking back at those thoughts, the 6-week mark is ridiculous to start to think about reintroducing the movements that you once loved back into your body. But there was also the factor that I seemed to not really listen to those things. I, as someone who was a fitness professional, I didn't have much prenatal, postnatal education aside from some modifications for the specific programs that I was teaching at the time. I did understand that your body would be very, very weak. I think in my mind at the time, I thought about, oh, when I go on vacation and I decide I'm going to take a week off from everything, including fitness, and then I come back feeling like, oh my God, everything is so heavy. Oh, I don't know what to do with myself. And then within a week, so ridiculous. Within a week, all better. Like everything is back to where it was, or maybe a couple of weeks, whatever. This is clearly not the case. Taking care of myself and rest was this minute little thought in my head, but at the end of the day, I was like ready to get back into it. And a lot of that switched when I started getting this messaging about, join such and such mom and baby classes, buy this program. This is the #1 program to get your pre-baby body back. And I really got caught up in that Fitspo, mom bod, or eliminating the mom bod, really, kind of messaging, that it got to the point where I was really working beyond my capacity. And when I look back at that, it is almost heartbreaking that I didn't take more time to rest. What I also didn't understand at the time is that function and fitness, function as in incontinence, which was the big thing on my mind, but there's so much more to that, could be related. Function and fitness could be related, and I just went back to certain exercises with modifications, as opposed to focusing on that function within my body. So when I'm talking about the function, I'm talking about the core pressure system, the pelvic floor, which is a specialty of mine now. But at the time it was not. So mom and baby classes did not work for me. I'm not knocking any mom and baby classes. I have amazing friends who teach them. I have, there's some great resources within the city, and I'm sure across the country, globally, of mom and baby classes. I'm not saying that they are bad. I am saying they didn't work for me. Anything that involved a schedule did not work with me. And it's not because I didn't schedule my children's naps. I did. I kind of, I wouldn't say I scheduled them. I kind of, at a certain point, they kind of go down around the same time. And these completely conflicted, these nap times, with those scheduled classes. And I didn't feel like I did anything but nurse throughout those whole classes. And yes, there is a sense of community, yes. But in my mind, I was doing those things that I was supposed to do, those goals. Lose the weight, get back into your pre-pregnancy jeans, get your pre-baby body back. These were all things that I was focusing on, instead of focusing on the fact that I should be taking care of myself. And maybe if I was thinking about that, I would have focused a little bit more on the community aspect while I was feeding my child for the entire 45 minutes of class. Moving into the second pregnancy, and I got quite a bit more education, I wanted to take more time to rest, especially because I was returning to work so soon after she was born on a very limited schedule, but still returning to work so soon. I wanted to make sure that I took the time to rest. She was born around Christmas. There is no rest to be had. And then again, once she was, 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I really got caught up in the Fitspo again and my role in the community as a pre and postnatal fitness trainer, and worried about the fact that nobody would take any advice from me if I didn't look the part. In my head, it didn't matter what education I had. I was worried about not looking the part, because how would people believe that I know what I'm doing? On the flip side, there are a lot of people out there who are claiming to be prenatal, postnatal fitness experts because they had a baby, but they don't have the training, but they got their pre-baby body back. So just be really cautious about that when you're going out into the world. And I talk a lot about pregnancy and postpartum, but at the end of the day, this could apply to anyone. It is not just prenatal, postnatal populations that are developing pelvic floor dysfunction. There are other populations as well. Age, gender, doesn't matter. Surgery around the area, trauma, injury towards the area, all these things can start to encourage these things. So it's not just about that, but this is where I came from. Now, with that said, when a lot of clients come to me and we speak during the free goal and mobility assessment, whether it's online or in person, I ask them about their goals. And their goal, a lot of times, the goal is weight loss. And if that is your goal, there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But then we start to dig a little bit deeper. And I say, okay, Weight loss, awesome. What else is there? And then suddenly there's the feeling of being sexy. And I will tell you right now, losing all the weight is not going to make you feel sexy, because I've been there, I've done that, and I would look in the mirror and I'd still see the same person. There's a little bit more to that. There is the ability to take ownership of your body, the ability to really focus on how you're feeling within your body. When you start to take control, that's what starts to bring in those feelings of getting confident and sexy, because you now are living within your body and you're understanding what your body needs. That's where my sexiness personally came from. That's where I started to feel good. So that's one of the other goals that comes up. Strength, function, not peeing your pants during exercises. And some people don't care, and I guess that's fine as well. But sometimes I do have to wonder where that not caring comes from, and whether it's just, okay, this is what comes with what I'm doing, this is where I am in life, well, I'll just put on a pad. And I do believe that a lot of people think that once you start developing incontinence, that's it, there's nothing you can do about it. So strength, function, pain-free. Lower back problems, lower back pain, also related to pelvic health, believe it or not. But there's other issues too. Knee pain. Some people are living with chronic pain every day. I'm working with somebody right now who has had knee pain for as long as they can remember, and after 2 months, her whole gait changed. The way she walks has changed. And she told me last week that she hasn't felt knee pain in 3 days. Amazing, right? So this can also be a goal. Learning how to move through life pain-free, feeling energized. There are certain ways that you can train your body where you do not feel exhausted by the end, and you will still start to see results. So it's that education piece. It's talking to somebody who understands all these things and can help you figure out what actually fits into your life. Maybe going into a gym setting is what works. Maybe not going into a gym setting works. Maybe working at home is what works for you now. There are so many different ways, so many ways to function. There is no one size fits all happening here. So the next time you see some ad on social media telling you this is the workout that will change your life and give you everything you wanted, by the way, that's weight loss, start to question that. Start to question that. Again, I'm not saying that you can't lose weight. I'm just saying that there are different ways to do it. And there are ways that are going to feel fun and exciting and give you confidence and make you want to get up every day and do it. Just something to think about. So again, we're just kind of like doing a little recap here in case you just joined in. Don't believe those messages. Figure out what your goals are. Sit down. If you want it, I can send it to you, a value sheet of all kinds of different values. Start figuring out what your top 3 are. Send them back to me, and let's see where we can find out what works for you, because there is that possibility as well. Hey, Jayla, good morning. Send in those value sheets. We can start to figure out things from there. Book your free goal and mobility assessment. Come by the shopping event this weekend and get the best deal that I've ever offered on personal training packages. Anyway, so that's all I've got for this morning. So again, step back, take a look, figure out what you want, what you need. This is what is more important. This is how I can help you get there. For me personally, function above strength is my goals. That's what I chose to spend my first year postpartum focusing on. And then I started incorporating the strength work. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, figure out what you need. Don't listen to what other people are telling you that you are supposed to want at this particular phase in your life, however that shows up. So as always, thank you so much for joining me this Monday morning. It started at 7 a.m. It is now 7:14 a.m. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just slide them into my DMs. And as always, good morning, Shayna. I can't wait to chat more too. If you have any questions, any topics you'd like me to cover on a Monday morning, definitely feel free to let me know. Any questions at all, if you've got them, somebody else does too, so never forget that. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, and I will chat with you next Monday, or sooner. Sooner will work as well. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks so much.